Clause 8. Operation, Production Halt and Faulty Raw Material by Kahan SA23029, Chan Hu Soon SA23032, Lao Chia Shu SA23042, Liang Wang Yin SA23051.
Hi, I'm Rajiv, the production manager of Halt GmbH, responsible for overseeing the manufacturing process.
Hi, I'm Camelia, the quality control engineer of Halt GmbH, responsible for ensuring product quality.
Hi, I'm Kenji, the purchasing manager of Halt GmbH, responsible for managing supplier relationships.
Camelia, what's the status? Why has line 3 stopped?
Rajiv, the main CNC machine on line 3 has malfunctioned. Engineering is assessing the issue now, but it looks like it could be down for several hours, maybe even the rest of the day. This is going to seriously impact our production schedule for the crankshafts.
Gosh, this is a critical order for Ford Motors. We need to figure out how to minimize the delay. Have we informed planning about this?
According to the Clause 8.5, 1 Control of Production and Service Provision, the machine malfunction directly impacts the control of the production process for crankshafts. The organization needs to manage this unplanned disruption to minimize its effect on meeting customer requirements.
Yes, they are aware. Also, I have some potentially worse news. Our team has just completed the incoming inspection on the latest batch of steel rods from Metal Corp, and a significant portion of them are outside the specified diameter tolerance. They're too thin.
What? That's our primary material for the connecting rods. Did Metal Corp provide a certificate of analysis with this batch?
Yes, they did, and according to their certificate, the dimensions were within specification. But our measurements clearly show otherwise. We've quarantined the entire batch. According to the Clause 8.4, to type and extent of control of externally provided processes, products, and services. The scenario highlights the importance of incoming inspection to verify that externally provided product steel rods from Metal Corp meet the organization's requirements, even when a certificate of analysis is provided. The discrepancy necessitates further action with the supplier.
This is a double whammy. A production line down and unusable raw materials. Kenji needs to be informed about Metal Corp immediately. This could halt the production of connecting rods as well. Camelia, please ensure we thoroughly document the machine malfunction, the downtime, and the non-conforming raw materials, including all measurement data and the supplier certificate.
Hello, Rajiv, anything?
Kenji, we have a serious issue with the latest steel rod delivery from Metal Corp. A large portion of the batch is out of specification, too thin. Their certificate of analysis is incorrect. This is going to halt our connecting rod production. You need to contact them immediately and understand what happened. We need a resolution and assurance this won't happen again. Also, we need to consider alternative suppliers if Metal Corp can't guarantee quality. According to the Clause 8.6 Release of Products and Services Prevention, the discovery of faulty raw materials before they are used in production prevents the release of potentially non-conforming engine components. The incoming inspection acts as a control point before the release into the production process.
Understood, Rajiv. This is unacceptable. I will contact Metal Corp right away and demand an explanation and a corrective action plan. I'll also review our supplier agreement with them and look into potential alternative suppliers as a contingency.
We need to clearly mark these non-conforming rods as rejected do not use and move them to the designated quarantine area. I'll also prepare a non-conformity report detailing the issue, the quantity affected, and the impact on production. According to the Clause 8.7 Control of Non-Conforming Outputs, the undersized steel rods are clearly identified as a non-conforming output. The actions taken, quarantine, documentation, and communication with the supplier demonstrate the control of this nonconformity to prevent its unintended use. The machine malfunction also represents a nonconforming process that needs to be addressed.
So, why is Clause 8 important in maintaining quality management?
The situation faced by Halt GmbH clearly shows why Clause 8 of ISO 9001 2015 is so important in maintaining quality management. When a key machine broke down and faulty raw materials were discovered, the company had to rely on strong operational controls to respond quickly and avoid further problems. This is where Clause 8 comes in. Subclause 8.1 ensures that operations are properly planned, 8.4 helps manage external suppliers, and 8.7 guides how to handle nonconforming materials. Together, these subclauses help the organization stay in control, protect product quality, and maintain customer trust, even in difficult situations.
Clause 8 focuses on the actual work a company does to deliver products or services. It makes sure that every task is done in a consistent, well-planned way that meets both customer expectations and legal requirements. It turns all the planning from earlier clauses into real, practical action. Subclause 8.1, Operational Planning and Control, is about planning ahead. It asks, what needs to be done? Who is responsible? What resources are required? And how will the results be checked? With proper planning, mistakes can be avoided and processes can run smoothly.
Subclause 8.2, Requirements for Products and Services, helps the organization clearly understand what the customer wants before any work begins. This helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures the final product matches the customer's expectations. Subclause 8.3, Design and Development, makes sure that products and services are carefully designed and tested before being offered. It helps avoid issues and ensures everything works as intended.
Subclause 8.4, Control of externally provided processes, products, and services, focuses on managing suppliers and outsourced work. Even if someone else does part of the job, the company must still ensure that the work meets quality standards. Subclause 8.5, Production and Service Provision, ensures that the work is done correctly using the right equipment and instructions. This keeps everything consistent and maintains high quality.
Subclause 8.6, Release of Products and Services, acts like a final checkpoint. Nothing should be sent to the customer unless it has been properly checked and approved.
Finally, Subclause 8.7, Control of Nonconforming Outputs, makes sure that anything which doesn't meet the required standards is identified, controlled, and fixed before it reaches the customer. This protects both the company's reputation and customer satisfaction. In short, Clause 8 is the heart of a company's operations. It brings structure, reduces errors, and ensures that everything delivered to the customer meets the highest quality standards. Thank you for your attention. Hope you can understand Clause 8